Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Well, just like we've been starting all these other videos, we start every Bud Light video the same. Here's the most recent viral clip making its rounds.
Guys, this is so funny and bizarre. Look at that. That is the Bud Light. That is every single Bud Light stand here at Fenway Park in Boston. Right? We're at the Red Sox game. That's what the Bud Light
That was at Fenway Park, not a single person waiting in line to grab a Bud Light. Not a single soul. And if you took a look at the fridges at the back, they're pretty much packed. They have the product, it's simply not moving. You know, I said a couple weeks ago after my fourth, fifth, I don't know, maybe sixth video on the topic, that it was most likely going to be the last video that I recorded. Oh, how naive I was. Not only should I not stop making videos on this topic because the pressure has to continue, but I can't stop making videos because more continues to happen. The Bud Light boycott continues to snowball. I've never seen such incredible pressure. We've been talking about it, of course. The pressure has mounted to such an extent that now the Bud Light owner's CEO has made a public statement. He's responded, and well, it's still not an apology. The Bud Light boycott continues. They're getting desperate, oh so desperate. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, they have officially released a statement. Take a look at this article from the Daily Wire. One post and not a campaign. Bud Light owner's CEO dismisses backlash over individual who shall not be named partnership as, quote, misinformation. Michael Ducaris, the chief executive of Bud Light parent company Anheuser-Busch InBev, dismissed the controversial partnership between the beer brand and social media influencer, individual who shall not be named, in an analyst call on Thursday. Bud Light has hemorrhaged sales in recent weeks after executives partnered with thou who shall not be named, an individual of a particular identity who chronicled his purported gender transition on social media. Ducaris told analysts that social media users are spreading, quote, misinformation about the nature of the partnership, according to a report from Fox Business. Quote, we need to clarify the facts, the executive for the Belgian conglomerate remarked, adding that the controversy is about one influencer, one post, and not a campaign. Sales for draft beer products marketed by Anheuser-Busch InBev nevertheless fell in the immediate aftermath of the partnership and continues to decline weeks after the controversy as beer enthusiasts search for alternatives. Ducaris revealed that Anheuser-Busch is now providing direct financial support to delivery drivers, sales representatives, wholesalers, bar owners, and other workers affected by the boycott. You can tell how desperate it's getting. We'll get more into that a little bit later, into the providing of direct financial support, essentially subsidizing the Bud Light production and retail chain. We believe we have the experiences, the resources, and the partners to manage this, and our 4-year growth outlook is unchanged. We will continue to learn, meet the moment in time, all be stronger as we work tirelessly to what we do best, bring people together over a beer and create a future of more cheers. He doesn't get it, huh? He just said that we'll continue to learn. They haven't learned anything. We will continue to meet the moment in time. They're not meeting the moment, they're not meeting anything. He's essentially claiming that anybody suggesting that Bud Light partnered with the individual who shall not be named is spreading misinformation. He's trying to backpedal, he's trying to backstep, he's doing everything instead of actually addressing the damn elephant in the room, addressing the truth that Bud Light messed up big. This is their strategy to weather the storm and expect that consumers are just gonna get over it. Did you see the video in the intro? Does it seem like people are just gonna get over it? I really don't think so. Whether it's at a retail location, a bar, or a ballpark, Bud Light is not selling. People are not partaking at all. Oh, but the polling data, a majority of people surveyed don't have an issue with the campaign. Don't care, has nothing to do with Bud Light's core consumer base. The product is not selling, and he essentially confirmed that in this call, claiming that they're providing financial support to people down the pipeline. This shows you how desperate and how dire the situation is for Anheuser-Busch. Take a look at this article. Bud Light to give a free case of beer to every wholesale employee as it begs for forgiveness after their partnership with the individual who shall not be named, as experts warn the firm's, quote, compass is broken. Even the small businesses and the people who are working below Bud Light who are selling the product are freaking sick of it. Take a look at this excerpt from the article. Bump Williams, the founder of the firm, said that Bud Light, quote, must apologize, and added that right now their compass is completely broken. There is no game plan. Williams said that without a clear plan to navigate the backlash and turn around the decline in sales, Bud Light is in serious trouble this year. He said that the brand is still the biggest selling in America, but risks being overtaken by Modelo Especial by the end of the year if the backlash continues. So I'm not the only one having that same reaction. I mean, I have a little bit of a political bias, but my view is reinforced that I'm not blinded by my bias. When even firms dealing with Bud Light in the non-leadership, the void in leadership currently, are feeling the exact same way. The Bud Light strategy is to ignore, to avoid, to deflect, to accuse people who are frustrated with them as being spreaders of misinformation. And even their own downstream business partners are saying, wake up, what is wrong with you? Just freaking apologize and move forward so we can get back to selling beer. Instead, Bud Light is taking the cowardly path, and it's frankly pathetic and not going to solve any issues, any of their issues at least. And actually, let's have a conversation of Bud Light's cowardice. Instead of apologizing after betraying their consumer base, calling them fratty and uneducated, and moving towards a more progressive look, they of course tried to smooth things over with a patriotic, real American Budweiser ad. Well, now they're doing the same thing, not with Budweiser, but with Bud Light. But in pure cowardly fashion, they've disabled the comments. And actually, if you click their YouTube channel, this is what shows up. The channel is not available. Not exactly sure if that's intentional, if maybe YouTube is doing it to protect them, but again, not addressing the issue, just trying to erase it, trying to fool consumers by rewriting history and going back to the old Bud Light image. Just take a look at the like to dislike ratio. Not exactly working. By the way, we're also getting reports that Bud Light is spending millions on advertising, trying to turn this whole thing around. This is probably one of those ads. As you guys can see in the last 6 days, this 30-second clip has achieved more than 11 million views. The only way that happens with such low likes and dislikes is if it's not a video at all, but rather it's an ad that they're promoting that's playing ahead of videos. You can actually upload a video to YouTube and then promote it and basically run it as an ad ahead of people's videos. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're spending millions of dollars, well, in this case, probably over $100,000 to run this ad, and well, it's simply not working. As the individual from the Daily Mail article clearly and accurately pointed out, the firm's compass is broken. Yeah, no, Sherlock, these out-of-touch marketing executives, they seriously thought that this was a good idea. I mean, talk about living in a Twitter bubble and being completely out of touch with the average person, and especially the average Bud Light consumer. Imagine working in marketing and not understanding basic demographics. It's just so incredibly stupid, but it's part of the game. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Bud Light is certainly winning a very stupid prize, and that prize is the biggest get woke go broke backlash I've ever seen, the biggest boycott. Sales are dropping so dramatically that they're on the verge of losing their #1 spot, that coveted #1 top selling brand in America. If they haven't already lost it, which honestly I wouldn't be surprised if they did, pretty much coming. We've seen the clips, we've seen the anecdotal evidence ourselves just simply existing. The product is not selling, and now their plan of ducking, turning off comments, claiming it's all just misinformation, that they're just going to financially subsidize the distribution and retail pipeline until things blow over, and that all their expectations for growths and growth forecasts moving forward are unchanged. This delusion, I have a feeling, is going to end very, very, very poorly for them. They simply don't realize, they underestimate just how serious this consumer boycott is. It's gonna be hard to take this one back. The best thing they could have done is apologize. They simply refused to do so, and the longer they avoid it, the deeper they dig. Get woke, go broke. That's what I got for you guys in this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. Of course, you know that we'd love to have you here at the Liberal Hive Mind. Thanks for watching, friends, and I'll see you on the next one.